understand how things are up here. You have to understand how things are up here. You have to understand how things are up here.
What's going on, guys? This is Eddie, aka Mr. Eddie Nunez. Welcome back to the very final last video from Puerto Rico. I promise no more of these videos. Some people seem to like it, some don't, but this is my trip from 2023, which I am just getting around to edit now. And I got some really cool stuff. Today we're going to be talking about Chinchorreo. Chinchorreo is just this it's not an event or theme. It's like this, let's call it an event. It is an event. It's on Sundays in Puerto Rico. You go around through the coast or through the countryside and you go, eat foods, hang out with locals, kind of like party, but you're partying by bar hopping essentially. So that's what we did here on this trip to Chinchorreo. And this obviously happened on a particular Sunday, and we did like 3 stops. So the first stop we did was this high elevated sort of road or mountain, which led to a small little island within like the island of Puerto Rico, as weird as this may sound. So I got a chance to fly some FPV there, got some chance to also do a quick hyperlapse. Rain kind of killed it. It was another day of rain. If you watch the rainforest video, rain was like within the island those last 3 days while we were staying there. Now the term Chinchorreo, I'll put it here on the screen. It's a weird word, but essentially you're just driving from town to town and really stopping at any local restaurant, any local bar, any local sort of rest stop or food truck, and you're just grabbing a drink, you're grabbing a small bite to eat, and you're gonna keep it moving. The main destination that we were headed to while driving through these mountains is a town called Guavate, which is also known for pork and is actually known to tourists and Americans as Pork Highway. It is a whole strip where they're roasting pork or pig on a stick, and it gets pretty packed and pretty crazy, I heard. So that's where we were headed towards. But before we actually made it there, of course, you want to stop at any place that kind of looks interesting to you or appealing, or if you see that there's like a cool vibe happening. So on the way to Pork Highway, we stopped at this sort of like a water reservoir. It was raining, like I mentioned the day before, so the water was milky brown because of all the mud and dirt, etc. But nevertheless, I did take the chance to go ahead and fly my DJI FPV. Almost missed some power lines like twice, like barely missed them, didn't really see them as I was flying. So that was pretty scary, if I have to say. And I'm lucky I didn't hit any cables. Then after that, we actually went to our third stop, which is the actual Pork Highway. And Pork Highway was crowded. I've never been there before. This is my first time. And we got there very late in the day, I would say, like later in the afternoon. So a lot of the businesses were sold out, believe it or not, of the pork. They didn't have any more pork. And there were some really cool locations where there was like a little waterfall or a little like water stream happening behind the restaurant. There was definitely loud music, a lot of motorcycles, a lot of like Jeep clubs. So overall, it was a really cool vibe, a really cool atmosphere. I did get the drone up in the air and try to fly it as well. But then again, rain prevented me. It was just raining on and off. And that wasn't a good thing, obviously, for flying my drone. So this is the famous Pork Highway in Puerto Rico. If you ever heard of Pork Highway, this is what it's all about. It's just one main strip typically on the weekends or especially on Sunday, where there's just a crazy local hangout, great vibes, great place to be. And if you haven't made it, highly recommended. The only thing I would say is definitely go early, and it's going to be a tough one to find parking for your vehicle, etc., and to navigate the streets. But a very safe area, great locals, and you won't be disappointed if you actually make it there. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for kind of dealing with all these videos from Puerto Rico. I know that it's not my typical content, but after this, we should be back to our normal schedule of content creation around drones and cameras. So I can't wait to show you what I'm working on. I've been flying the Avata a lot. Want to go ahead and get some really great camera settings at the Avata. I am testing out the 4:3 aspect ratio and then stabilizing in gyroflow versus just using the 16:9 aspect ratio and then running a third party to stabilize that footage. So I've been doing a lot of testing. Can't wait to show you my final conclusion. And of course, I'm editing on Final Cut Pro, as you can see. That's also another video that's going to be coming to the channel soon. So that's pretty much it. Thank you again for all your support. Thank you for watching my family vacations. I try to turn it into something, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.